Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the PrepZone preview show. It's the third round of the playoffs and we're brought to you by Naples Dodge Chrysler Jeep. Now only one of the 13 teams in the Naples Daily News coverage area is left standing. It's a team with a long postseason history, but a team that struggled earlier this year. It's a team that fired its coach last season, started 1-3, and didn't even win its own district. I'm speaking, of course, about the Immokalee Indians. We're out here this week at Gary Bates Stadium as the Indians prepare to take on Class 5A powerhouse Tampa Jesuit in the regional championship game. Now, Immokalee is going for its 5th regional title in school history under a coach who's been here for 3 of the past 4. He was a player in 03 and 04, including the state championship in 2004, and he was an assistant coach in 2012 when Immokalee went to the state finals. To break this game down is the man who coached Rodland Anthony in high school and led them to that 2000 state championship, Coach John Weber.
Hello, football fans. Coach Webb, week 3 of the high school playoffs. Football coaches have a saying that if you're practicing on Thanksgiving Day, you've had a great year. And we've got 2 area teams still in the hunt, the Immokalee Indians and the Fort Myers Green Wave. Both of them will be playing 2 games to go before the state finals, and that dream is to be reached. But with that comes additional pressure. Everybody that's left, 4 teams in each division, has a chance to win. I always had a saying too, you have to be good, but you better have a little bit of luck. Any one of the 4 teams can win in these final 2 games. Let's take a look at who's still in. Fort Myers Green Wave will play the Charlotte Tarpons. They're going to host the Tarpons at home. Now, Fort Myers beats their rival last week, the Naples Eagles. I think Fort Myers is playing as good right now as they have played all year. They had some kids hurt at the end of the season. They've got them back, and it's a veteran football team. They're in the playoffs, and the light bulb went off. They're playing as well as they have played all year. I think they have a great shot. They're hosting this game to beat Charlotte. Now the Tarpons, another veteran club, and this is a rival game. Charlotte played Fort Myers early in the season. They won 24-6, but the score doesn't indicate the game. It was much closer than this. It's the first time that Fort Myers has been healthy. Their veteran football team and their seniors have taken over, and they're playing as well as they've played all year. Charlotte, very balanced. Probably one of the best teams that Binky Waldroff has had in his career at Charlotte. They can run, they throw the football, they're big and they're physical. This one's going to be good. It's going to go to the wire, and mistakes may well decide who wins this one. In game 2, the Immokalee Indians will travel to Tampa Jesuit. Last week, they defeat Dunbar to atone for 2 losses, and I think it's the best game that the Indians have played all year long. What's the difference? They're playing great defense since midseason. They're good enough to go man in the secondary, and when they do that, they're going to bring pressure. Now, the big problem is they go on the road for the 3rd time. It's a 3-hour trip to Tampa Jesuit. They're going to play a club that's been in the finals or been in the playoffs lots of times. If they can handle the trip, if they can play error-free like they did last week, I think they have a great shot to hang with Jesuit. They have one of the top running backs in the state of Florida in Malik Davis. When you've got the kind of stats that this kid got, it tells you that they've got an offensive line that is pretty big, pretty good and pretty big, and Jesuit has that. This is a team that's very well balanced. They've got playoff experience, and the Indians are going to have to travel and be the underdog for the 3rd time. But if they can cut their mistakes, I think they have a chance to stay with Jesuit. It's going to be a good one. And joining me is the head coach of the Indians, Rodland Anthony. Rod, what a game last week. Now, I've seen you lots of times this year, and I thought last week was the best that I saw your football team. I thought that you dominated Dunbar from the get-go. I thought defensively you played so well. But most of all, you cut your mistakes, which we had talked about, and your kids played with a lot of poise.
The one thing my kids understand is the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement, and we take that heartedly. We watch film, and we go back and we improve on things that we have to improve on. The gentlemen here on this field are dedicated. They're obsessed with what we're doing right now, and that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have when you have kids that are obsessed with success and wanting to play this game with every bit of passion that they have.
Well, now this week is a different animal. You're going to go on the road again for the third time, and you're probably going to be the underdog, which, knowing you, that's a good thing. Tampa Jesuit got a great running back in Malik Davis. He's got stats out the wazoo, and he's got an offensive line that looks like they're pretty big and pretty mobile.
That's good. We accept the challenge. We understand right now in this phase we're road warriors. That's what we do. We load up and we get ready to play. We don't care who it is. It's anytime, anywhere, any place. We don't care how fast or how strong they are. We're going to get our X's and O's and put it against their X's and O's, and the best team will win. We understand what we got to bring to the table. We understand the amount of passion and feelings that we have in this game, and we're looking for a pretty good game Friday night.
Well, you got a long road trip. Now, does that change your preparation any? Your Friday routine, is that going to change a little bit? You get that 3-hour bus trip.
Yeah, it will, but my guys and the gentlemen that we have here understand we have a tall task that needs to be accomplished, and we're not at least a bit thrown off by any change of routine. We understand what we must do. We understand that we're the road warriors, and no matter how far the road is, we know anything can happen anytime, anywhere, any place. The start time doesn't matter. Lightning delay doesn't matter. We're coming to play.
Well, the Road Warriors are going on a long road trip. Folks, 2 teams left in the area. That's it. Both of them are going to be great games. Try to get out and see one because this season is winding down and it's the best show in town.
Well, for the player spotlight this week, I'm here with the big boys. We usually get these running backs, these quarterbacks, but I'm here with the big guys that make it work. I'm with Damian Gonzalez, a junior center on this offensive line at Immokalee, and Snyder Jean, a senior left tackle here at Immokalee. And guys, I wanted to talk to you because this running game has been doing so well. You got 2 good running backs, Fred Green, Malcolm Jackson, but they'll both say it's the offensive line that makes it work. So Snyder, I'll start with you. What makes this offensive line so good this year?
We just been coming together, playing fast, playing physical, having a lot of intensity coming. We came together as the season went by. We came together, and we just got it going.
And Damian, you guys have gotten going, especially the past few games. You won 7 out of your last 8. What's been working well for this offense?
Well, we just like communication is key. We always got to communicate each other, tell each other, you got this, you got that. And we just got to play, mistake-free, no mistakes at all, and just play physical football.
You guys started the year, you had a new coach, started 1-3. I think people were kind of doubting you. What have you guys been able to do to turn it around and get into this 3rd round of the playoffs when some people didn't think you could?
We just was able to come over adversity. That's it. Keep all the things to the side and just keep playing.
And Damian, tell me about that too, putting the adversity behind you. What does Coach tell you? What does Coach Rodland do to kind of get you hyped up again after that 1-3 start?
Well, Coach Rodland always likes to say, it's good to be the underdogs. Like it feels good because you have all that doubt on you, and then when you come out on top, it's like surprising. People don't expect, and that's like feels good.
Now you guys have the toughest game of the year so far in their 5A regional championship game. You're playing a Tampa Jesuit team that's only given up 90 points all year. That's it. So really, really good defense. Snyder, tell me, what does this offense need to do to score some points?
We just got to come out fast with the same intensity we came out last week, and we'll overcome.
Damian, same question to you, man. What do you guys need to do come Friday?
We can't start off slow. We got to come off fast. It's real fast. Because once we start off slow, it's just got to come off fast. We come off fast, I feel like we got a good chance of winning.
Well, there you have it, guys. Big week in football, and we got you covered. We'll have all the games covered, all the previews covered, all the predictions covered. So enjoy it and enjoy your holiday. Thanksgiving, the best day of the year. Eat some good turkey, watch some good football. So for the PrepZone Preview Show, I'm Adam Fisher.
Coach Webb.
And we got you covered.